energy.
Who am I? Who am I? Who? This is for you and I. You and I. Who am I? Who am I? Who? This is for you and I. You and I. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? This is for you and I. You and me. Who am I? Who am I? Who? This is for you and I. I was the one who discovered America way before the European. A navigator and a ruler. I know that I did extraordinary things.
This is Nakia here of the Healing Heart Network, coming through to you clear, abundant, and true, creating a space of amazing grace, abundant empowerment, all for you. Thank you all for joining in again for another wonderful collection of the series of Who Am I? Today we have Amara here. This is our middle child, my husband and I's Ruben, middle child Amara. And this is awesome that she's up early this morning as a part of our purpose. So this is our second one, the first one of February. And again, we will continue to talk about different things, different questions to ask yourself in order to know exactly who you are and asking the question, who am I? So to get started, today is purpose. And my definition of purpose is something that gets you up in the morning. You know, why do you do the things you do? Why do I do the things that I do when I get up? What gives me great gratitude and when I move and I walk throughout my life, you know, and the purpose that I have, you know, I love motivating, encouraging, and uplifting people to be the best versions of themselves. By doing that, that is being the best version that I can be. I'm a motivator. I'm a supporter. I'm a light that shines bright for those to be able to see and reflect on themselves and love themselves, know themselves fully. And as I continue to journey more and more inward into myself, these are the things that I see and more opportunities to do these things. And I'm so thankful to be here and talking with you all about this purpose. So I'm going to give you a couple of things that I do and that I have done in order to continue to refine and know what my purpose is. And so, and I'm looking here to make sure I can see you all here. Some of those things were asking, you know, what are the things that I, you know, get a good sense of gratitude about? You know, what are some of the things that make me happy, that make my heart feel really good when I do those things? What are the things that motivate me when I get up in the morning? So one of the practices that I do to get me focused, especially when there's so many different things going on, I have this wonderful exercise that I got from, say, Les Brown about getting an index card, right? A little index card with lines and white on the back, and writing out, you know, a heart desire or something that you need. Initially, I'm transforming from want because we have everything. I believe you have everything within you. It's up to you and those that support you in order to determine what that is. Finding out what that purpose is deep down in your core, what that is, and being able to pull it out so that you can be able to live that purpose fully. And so on this card, I've put, and I've done this multiple times, of things that I either did not have a clear vision on and I needed some assistance. So, you know, I'm asking, you know, Most High said, please, you know, help me in this journey if this is the path that I'm supposed to be going on. For instance, like the nonprofit academy, Forever Connected Healing and Wellness Academy. And I've been writing out details about, you know, how it's going to uplift and support Black people, being able to get rid of limiting thoughts and behaviors, because then that will allow them to freely and confidently and courageously be themselves 100%. And why is that important? She's sleeping now. Why is that important? That's important because that's something that I was able to do for myself with the guidance and the support that God has given me in order to continue for me to move forward. So that purpose, right, to be you 100%, it makes a complete difference. Now you may say, okay, Nakia, you're always happy. For those that know, you're always happy. Things always seem great, But there are days where it gets challenging, right? Where you don't want to get up in the morning, where you feel as though that everything is going wrong, and that faith and that confidence, right, that God has put you where you need to be. Said that the creator has put you where you need to be, and something there at that particular time is something for you to learn. These are the things that I've continued to practice and to ingrain in myself. You know what? It's not a chore for me to get up in the morning. By me getting up early in the morning, I'm able to bless someone else. And therefore, I'm blessing myself because they are a reflection of me. And so if I can love myself, if I know who I am, if I can care for myself, being able to do that for others, it becomes easier. It becomes less of a chore. It becomes common life, common practice. And so by doing those things, it has helped me to say, you know what? Those moments when I'm tired, I have this card and I read that card and what it has on it. And on the back of this card, this is an awesome exercise I would highly suggest that you do, is you put on, it's Matthew 7:7. And words are powerful, right? And so when we take time to not be in automatic but manual and going through with what it is that we're doing, what it is that we see for ourselves as we're getting this vision and clarity, right? How is it that we are supposed to do what we are supposed to do? That makes sense. What is it that you're supposed to do so you can focus on that part and let God figure out the rest, right? And so with that, Matthew 7:7 says, ask and it shall be given you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. Now you write your dream or your vision or something that you need help with on the other side. And you can read this multiple times a day. So with mine and Forever Connected Healing and Wellness Academy, this is a purpose. It's a big project. However, I do a little bit at a time. I know that this purpose-filled work will help me to be able to continuously spread the energy of motivation, support, love, upliftment, empowerment for all Black people. This is something that I do. It's something that I live. It's something that I am. And so with that energy, there are going to be things, challenging times, right? And just staying on point as far as what is my purpose? What is the intention behind the words that I share? What are the intention behind the message I'm sharing? What is the intention behind my actions, right? And taking the time to think of those things. And it just came to me again. I want to give great thanks to the ancestors that guide me through this time, and my family, my support system, and of all the creator of all life. And with that, this creation and this experience that I'm able to share with you, I'm so thankful and fully grateful for this opportunity. So with that, being able to find your purpose is important. And for me, it is very important. It helps me to figure out why I get up in the morning, right? Why is it I do what I do? And I'm not judging through the week. I know I talk with a lot of people. It's like, oh, thank God it's Friday or things like that. But your life, each day, each moment is something very important. It's very important. And so to be able to flip that is an exercise that I've been actively working on. Of I'm here, my life is important every second. Every time I take a deep breath in and that energy flows throughout my body, I'm alive and I am purpose filled. And if I'm not sure what my purpose is, I need to ask what that is and get clarity and get guidance throughout this time. And so with that, my purpose of being able to uplift, motivate, and support people. I'm a cheerleader for life. I cheer for life. I'm supporting life. Life. is wonderful and it is a blessing. So if you are trying to figure out what your purpose is, go inward. We talk about meditation, asking those questions, jotting down in your journal, right? Looking at the different reflections of yourself. See, looking at the different reflections of yourself and seeing, truly seeing what it is that others see in you, that you can see yourself, and give great gratitude to the life that you're experiencing at this particular point in time. With that, I'm going to wrap it up, and I want to say thank you all for continuing to share, continuing to love each other. And this is the second time I'm recording this. The first time it was with Zoe, but things come and you have to ride the wave. It may not always look exactly the way that you want to. Sometimes it's a little bit different, and sometimes it's a whole lot better than you could even envision. So with that, take care of yourself, love yourself, be yourself fully, to the fullest, no matter what's happening around you, and continue to work on that. I love you. I'm working on it too. I love myself. Yes, I do. I love myself, oh yes 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 I do. Look, I love you, oh yes I do. I love you too, oh yes I do. I love you too, oh yes you do. Oh, I love you too, oh yes I do. I love my family, 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 yes I do. All right, peace and blessings, family. Have an amazing time and continue to work on your purpose and learning who you are in the Who Am I series. Peace.
You gon' learn that the stories that they told us always wasn't what it seemed. Nah, I was using all my power to search and explore the world by any means. Crossing the seas so I can see what's really out here for me. The richest man on the planet, but I'd rather live my life out free. They told me that it was impossible, but I did not believe that it would be. I studied the stars, the currents and all. I did not need a degree. Abubakari was the name. The 9th Mensa on a voyage. 2,000 boats in the Atlantic. The adventure I made was a story. I gave the throne to my brother Mansa Musa just so I can reach the limits. It was more about discovery of self. I didn't need the image. There was no compass before Columbus. We did most of this from nothing. An African scholar straight out of Mali. I wasn't just anybody. Who am I? Who am I? This is for you and I. Who am I? Who am I? Just a young brave guy.